we need to be realistic that all change will require very hard trade-offs. And that's the danger of trying to promise too much and not really talk about the costs that are involved. So the barriers to change are mindsets, which have been influenced by our evolutionary past, and huge collectives like religious organizations, large multinationals, power groups, etc., that own, control, or manage resources like fossil fuel, technology, finance, media, each with their secondary objectives. Well, it sometimes looks like primary objectives of survival, and may hold out, prevent, corrupt, or capture policies that attempt to deal with climate change or progress because they feel they are threatened. Now, many of these collectives create a feeling of belonging and create an environment of like-mindedness for those belonging to them. But by their sheer size, these collectives have considerable investment in tangible and intangible infrastructures, such as personal networks, relations, that are extremely conservative and are highly resistant to transitions and sharing property rights. And you can't move into climate change without reallocating property rights. So there are losses, and the question is how to reallocate these losses. Now, water and money flows, liquidity is critical to human activities, but these operate, and this is a very important insight that came from Sir Martin Rees, in different time cycles and scale, and in which if they do not sync, they either lead to disruption, breakdown, or collapse. And so if you can really see the whole ecosystems as different feedback cycles, and these feedback cycles create change, this is, again, an insight that is increasingly not very clear in academia. But money has simultaneous asset liability trust characteristics that facilitates trade and transactions. So the reason why you do need money is that if you have a non-tradable asset, I can give you a piece of paper that say this is tradable, and you can have that piece of paper, and I can break down the asset and I can transact. So actually, the reason why money is always pumped out into a crisis, because it is the liquidity that kills all transactions, that causes a complete breakdown. A very important issue that mainstream economics has ignored. So like water, scarcity of money creates drought, or excess creates flooding, and they have systemic consequences, which is why they are public goods and usually controlled by law. And then time and time frames affect the values and decision systems. But the time scale issue is increasingly, I think, very critical in our understanding of the change element of all this, because change occurs over time. Now, both water and finance carry emotional, religious, and psychological, including happiness, holistic characteristics. So rational or market solutions may not work, particularly at the mass or sectoral levels. That's why whenever you talk about water, you talk about money, it gets religious overtones. And there are so many cardinals, by the way. So the trust, transparency, and values are extremely deep issues that must be addressed, including maybe a happiness approach that one of the participants brought, is how to deal with this high complexity.